So, what's going on, you guys? This is New York Adventure 1994 here, and today is Thursday, April 25th, 2019. And there's one big event going on tonight. It's the 2019 NFL Draft. There are some things that I already know what's going to happen. First off, the Arizona Cardinals get the first overall pick. And by the way, the Giants get the sixth overall pick. I can't wait to see who we're getting next year. I mean, obviously if we get a great player, the Giants are still not going to look like much next season. Because I don't know what's going to happen to the Giants, but I know a bunch of changes will be made next year. I mean, with that depressing loss of Odell Beckham Jr. to Cleveland Browns, the one good thing about the Browns is that they removed their sloppy coach. They got a way better one. And with Baker Mayfield and Odell Beckham on there, they could be a dominating team next year. Like, you wouldn't believe it. This will be the Cleveland Browns you've never seen before. In years. In years. They might be like a wild card team. Because I don't know if I don't know if Baltimore or Pittsburgh will still be dominating next year. But obviously it's gonna be those two teams. I mean, I know Pittsburgh missed playoffs last year by like 1 point, just because Indianapolis and Tennessee met with each other in like a win or leave game, which drew the Steelers out of the playoffs, and Tennessee got thrown out just because Indianapolis made the playoffs that year. But with Baker Mayfield and Odell Beckham, the Browns could be a playoff team next year because they're going to be way better than before. I mean, 2018 was just a road to recovery season. I still didn't expect them to be in the playoffs. I would have been more surprised if they did, but after being 0-16, they just need a road to recovery. They can't just turn around that quick and just randomly make playoffs. They still have more things to solve. Just like the Buffalo Sabres. They missed the playoffs in disappointment this year. It turns out they're still a bad hockey team. There are plenty of and there's a bunch of MLB teams that are still horrible. But for New York in the NBA, I don't watch the NBA, but I'm hoping the Knicks get that #1 pick. Just so I can start watching them again. But the Buffalo Sabres, they're not in the first overall pick. It's the New Jersey Devils who have the first overall. Just like in the 2017 draft. This is their second odd year in last place in a row. In their second odd year, they get the first overall pick. Because they dealt with a lot of issues like they did back when I was in 10th grade. But I can't wait to see how the Browns are going to be next year. They're going to be in the zone. But I'm not really expecting much from the Giants next year. Hopefully, next season will just be a road to recovery season. I honestly don't expect them to be, like, great, like, unbelievable. I just expect them to be, like, a team that's trying to get their game plan back on track. Like a road to recovery season, just like how Cleveland did it. I mean, it's always good to have a road to recovery season and miss playoffs, just so they get better picks. Maybe in 2020 they'll be better, but next season is just gonna be like mediocre. We shall see what happens. I just don't want another disappointment next year.
It's a lot of things, actually.
But we gotta see. We gotta see who has a better future or not. I mean, right now in our Giants division, the Philadelphia Eagles have been unstoppable lately, and the Dallas Cowboys every 2 years. But it's mainly Philadelphia right now who's been unstoppable due to having all these guys on their team. But it's pretty much gonna stop the Giants from beating them when next year comes. I mean, it's still hard for the Giants, but they're getting back on track soon. I mean, they're not going to be perfect, but they'll be like somewhat okay, like a road to recovery season. That's pretty much what I could ask for next year. Just as long as they don't have bad losing streaks, then that's where I know there's going to be something wrong. But we gotta stay positive for this Giants team because I can't have another disappointment. And as for Arizona getting the first overall pick, they're still not going to be perfect. Any team that gets the first overall pick will not be a perfect team the following year. Like, they still need more years ahead of them before they could succeed. I mean, the teams with the first overall pick so far, I mean, it takes time for them to succeed, like the Cleveland Browns and the Buffalo Sabres. And now probably the Cardinals. I mean, I gotta see with the Knicks and Devils, but they'll be getting there soon. So, I'll be looking forward to the NFL draft tonight, and I guess that's it. Bye.